Gene says, hey, Derek, thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for your guidance. This course has been incredible and made a massive impact in my life. I'm finally able to get back in the gym after recovering from surgery. I'm trying to grow my calves. Do you have any advice for calf workouts? I never miss leg day. My birthday was very recent. A few days ago, I had my birthday. You know what I did on my birthday? Legs. And my bodybuilding coach, he was like, wow, like only a real man does a hard leg workout on their birthday. So I can post a video of it, but I have videos where lifting 1,000 pounds on the calf raise. Maybe we'll put that on Instagram tonight if you find that, or I can find it and send it to you. Um, yeah, I can lift 1,000 pounds on calf specific. And I know that sounds ridiculous. And by the way, don't try that, because if you're not, I'm not being a smart ass. I'm being very sincere. If your body is not used to lifting that kind of weight, you're going to tear something and f yourself up. So please, sincerely, please, if you're not used to lifting that kind of weight, don't do that. But I can lift 1,000 pounds, 15, 18, 20 times. There's sometimes you can have 20 reps, 1,000 pounds, 20 rep days. And there's sometimes that you get to 16 and you're like, let me just let it go there. Let me stop here. Because if that's a lot of weight and that's a lot of tension, and you don't want to tear your up. So, but I mean, most important is consistency, man. And if you're trying to be comfortable in the gym, are you there to be comfortable, or are you there to grow your muscles and build strength? I don't really need bigger muscles. I'm a pretty big guy. For me, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. The sport that I'm most interested in is being a high level fighter. So it's not useful for me to have a lot more muscle than I do. I'm already, when I wake up, I'm like, 265, 268 and like 9% right now. So, and that only took, I don't know, 13 years of lifting weights to do that. So, people say, oh, Derek's this, Derek that, Derek's fat. He was fat. Some people still say I am fat. I'm like, bro, I'm 9%. So I don't know, and I'm 46 years old. Haters will say whatever, but yeah, you got to be consistent. You got to be uncomfortable, but not reckless. If you're lifting heavy things in a reckless way, you're going to be injured, and if you're injured badly, then you can't perform. Okay, so we want to be uncomfortable in the gym, but don't do things that are reckless that are going to cause an injury. Make sure you have good control of the weight. Make sure if you don't get injured, you can come back tomorrow and do it again. And if you don't get injured tomorrow, you can come back and do it again. And I think that's the way that you have to think about it. Is you want to be aggressive in the sense that your emotions aren't going to keep you out of there, but also intelligent that, like, all right, am I doing something that's uncomfortable, or am I doing something that would cause a significant injury? And you don't want to have significant injuries. You're not going to optimize your outcomes like that. So again, and then think of what your goals are. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I don't want to take the substances that you have to take to be a bodybuilder. I don't think that's going to be the best thing for my future. Professional bodybuilders take a lot of, intense supplements, some of which are probably not good for you at all and even illegal. So I don't want anything to do with that. I don't think that's going to be great for my future. I think testosterone is important. I'm 46 years old. If you're in your 40s and you're not taking testosterone, I think you're missing out. And whatever, there'll be some guy with really skinny calves. Calves like my dick is bigger than their calves, and this, oh, Derek, testosterone, this or that, that's not good for you. It's like, all right, man, but my dick's bigger than your calves, so I can't take your opinion too seriously. Maybe get some testosterone. Maybe get some testosterone, dude. Maybe go fucking not be like a little dick leg, pencil leg, flamingo leg guy, and then we'll talk about it. But I don't know. Consistency is the main thing. Consistency is more important than intensity. You got to become. Some days we go in there and I'm intense and I'm killing. And if you do that for a few days in a row, your body feels that, and you do need some recovery time on weights where you could show up and do. Sometimes I go do. If I'm sick and up and exhausted, I might do a 60-70% workout. I don't miss the workout, but I might go do 60%, 70% of what I would do on an intense day, and that's good for maintenance. And it's better than just maintenance. It's maintenance plus a tiny bit of growth or tiny bit of progress. And most importantly, it's important for your psychology. I would never miss. I never missed one workout for MMA, and I make sure I get 5 workouts, 5 weightlifting sessions in per week. So I have some flexibility with that. That's not so strictly scheduled, but I got to get my 5 workouts in. But I never miss a MMA workout. I never missed one. I never missed one time. So even when I'm here by myself, I don't have a coach this week, I still got to go train by myself. That's okay. I know what to do. I'm about to have my black belt in jiu-jitsu, and I'm about 2/3 of the way to black belt in my striking. So I know what to do. I just got to go do the things by myself. That's fine. Consistency is most important for any success. But yeah, get your calves up, man. A lot of guys got little flamingo legs. I just think it's normal to have big calves. I'm just used to that. But then people compliment my calves all the time. So there's a video where Henry Cejudo was sitting next to me, and the guy says, "Derek's calf's bigger than Henry." I thought that was funny. Kurt Angle was over here. Kurt Angle was here a while ago. He complimented my calves. A lot of professional athletes are like, "Man, look at those calves." Alex Pereira, he was talking about my calves. He said, "I never seen legs like this. If you kick someone with this leg, they die."
You watch this video all the way through, and that tells me you're dedicated to learning more and earning far above average outcomes in your life. Congratulations for that. But now it's time to take action. If you could have earned those results by yourself, you would have done it already. My head coach has opened up a few spots on his high-demand calendar for an in-person, one-on-one strategy session to help you. On this call, we'll give you the pragmatic advice that you can implement tonight to get laser-focused on the right metrics and leave mediocrity far behind in your past. Click that link right now in the description below and apply for your call immediately. Do it now.